Hi guys, it's Ugan. Welcome back to another video, and today I'll make my review for The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by Schwab. This is her most recent one before Gallant that comes out in March, and I was really excited. This was a gift from Ricardo that he sent me for, I believe, Christmas last year, and I pick it up now. I know it's a very loved book and most people love it, and I was a little bit I'm always a bit shy when it comes to hype books because I don't tend to like them, but I really enjoy Schwab in The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So Addie LaRue, it's about Addie LaRue who makes a deal with an older god to escape her marriage, and she ends up being immortal. But she's forgotten. She cannot leave a mark in this world. She cannot say her name and say her story until the recent days where she finds a man called Henry and he remembers her. She can tell her story to him and she can tell her name. And they bond between that. So the book is told mostly in Addie's perspective, although we have some perspectives of Henry as well. It's a little bit of a back and forth between the new events in the contemporary world, but also in the old Addie story. So we got a little bit of how she ended up in that situation, how she lived through the decades. She's 300 years old. We understand that she passed a lot. She passed through the wars. She comes from different places, and how she lives, because she cannot be remembered. She cannot stay at home. Her belongings disappear because she cannot make a mark. And how she understands how she can leave a mark in other ways. How she plays this game with this god who wants her soul and who wants to have her in any way. I really enjoy Addie as a character. She's very fierce. Although she makes mistakes and she makes the bargain while she shouldn't have the bargain on that terms because she prayed to a god after night. I believe that she was so strong to go through this. She is very empowerment. She's totally a bisexual representation because she loves to be loved and she loves to have people with her. The things that she reckons the most is, or the things she wants the most is to be loved and to be remembered, and that's what Addie is. She has to learn how she can survive because she doesn't need to eat, but she reckons that she needs that. She has to find shelter, she has to find clothes, she can steal, and if she does sin, she cannot kill because she cannot leave a mark. How can she leave a mark? And the god is gonna give you her hints, and it's gonna be like this a little bit of cat and play game between the god and her, because each year he comes back and he talks to her. It's gonna be this year that's gonna be surrender your soul, and you have this bond. And also we come to the new world when she meets Henry, and Henry is the first one she remembered, and then you have to understand why Henry remembered. And it's definitely a heartbreaking story how it folds, and there is a lot of secretism. The characters are very well characterized. I felt so much Henry in some point because when he says he wants to be loved, and he comes from a terrible family and a terrible past, and she wants to be accepted and she wants to be loved that he is. I really felt that, and it's not the first person who says that Henry is similar to me, and I felt that connection, and I felt that need almost to be loved in the way that he was. I was there in some point, and now I'm much better because I found someone. And but with friends, with family, I really connect with them in that way. I really enjoy the story, the plot, the writing style. It's a very mature Schwab book. Definitely with a theme of humanity, what humans want and need, and what does they teach to each other, how you can leave marks on people, what it means to be loved, how to be loved, how to love someone, the prevalence and the strength of the humans, and everything. The end, you see the sassy Addie with I will not spoil, but you see a sassy alley, and I was heartbroken. There's some tears that come to my eye. It's not normal, but I was so invested in this character because it makes sense how, because it's all that she wanted and she gets that, and Harry got that, and now it's openly free to, because he learned how to live and he learned how to love. It's an amazing book. You have to read it. Definitely, it's a book that you have to be in the right mood to read it. It's easy in the way that it's not difficult, complicated, but it's not. You have to be in the right mood to love. A little bit like House in the Ceruleans, you have to be in the right mood to love that book. I think this is the same. You need to be in the right mood, in the right space, in the right time, even if you take your time to enjoy the story. But if you consume it at all costs, you have a wonderful experience in this book. One nitpick: there is no Swiss. The author made, I believe there is 2 languages, but the only one I can remember is Swiss. Like, she speaks Swiss. No, there is no Swiss. There is French, German, Italian, but it's no Swiss. And there is another one that is like, I don't know if that is a language. But yeah, I believe that she wanted to hint at like an accent or a change on the French, like Canadian French and France, for European France and the Swiss France, but it's French at the same time. So, small nitpick. But overall, I totally recommend Addie LaRue. I can see why the hype is now. I totally love the story. I'm probably gonna reread it at some point, because now that I know the edges of the book, or I know the overall, I want to dive in more into the story and connect more with the characters. And yeah, I totally recommend if you're looking for a book that it really is about persons and about caring and about love. So definitely a great way to finish the year. I'm trying to finish Hero of Ages while I'm recording this, so let's see if I finish that on the end, so I end up the year with a great book. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, one of the last of the year. I probably this goes after the new year, so one of the first, but from the last year. Tell me in the comments if you read Addie LaRue, if you liked it or not. If you like this content, don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. It's very important. I post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I have live streams on Fridays if you want to join, and I see you guys on my next video. Bye!